Hey everybody, it's Christine up today for the scrap room, and I am using the DoubleShot Kit today, specifically using the Fancy Pants page kit. And you will see me use the Photoplay page kit later in the upcoming week. So once again, I am working with the Jumpstart sketch as I have been all throughout December. And this page kit is a little bit out of my comfort zone. The colors are, like this buffalo plaid's great, but the other colors kind of are just not my normal palette. They have a real earthy tone to them and kind of a greenish earthy tone to them. I don't know if that makes any sense, but this layout really has a different feel from every other Christmas layout that I did. It doesn't have that traditional primary colors going, and it doesn't have any pastels. It's just got a real earthy feel to it. And so that made for really interesting creating. So I opted, because of that color scheme, to go with this cream color for my base. I did originally play with white, but it did not look good at all. It definitely needed the cream color. So with that said, some of the embellishments have some white on them. And again, it just didn't look quite right. This one definitely needs that cream ivory base to make it work. So I've got that first piece on there that fits on the sketch where it was a banner piece. I used just a strip of patterned paper, that green floral, and then I used the buffalo plaid for my circle, and then I'm using this light brown paper as the accent piece that goes below that circle. So my circle is cut to about 7.5 inches, just in case you're wondering how I figured that. And quite honestly, I went with that size for a lot of my layouts. I didn't even move my circle cutter at all. So I'm going to use this one to do 3 pictures, and I am trimming those down to be smaller than 4x6 because 3 4x6 pictures will be too much for working its way horizontally across the layout. So I'm trimming them down just a bit to about 3x4 approximately. And these are pictures of my youngest son being cute with my husband on Christmas Eve. So I just thought they were special pictures from last year, and they coordinated pretty decently with the actual page kit. I think partially because, and this is funny, because of my husband's bald head, I felt like the color of it was kind of earthy and went well with the earthy tones. So between that and his red shirt and my son's green pajamas, I felt like that all came together to look nice on the layout. So, I love him, and I love his his face and his baldness and all that goes with him. So, but it's kind of funny when you look at a picture and you're like, oh, the color of his head will go nicely with the kit. So that's what I did. And I did go ahead and put all the pictures onto one big horizontal strip, again, using that cream color, which really makes them pop up against the pictures instead of up against the patterned papers instead of a different color. Now that I've got the base built, I'm going to kind of figure out what I want to do with my embellishing and those added little strips and details. So I cut out some of this red and white houndstooth, and I am going to just tuck a little bit of it behind the pictures. You could, of course, tuck the whole strip behind, but why waste the paper? Honestly, I always love little things like this that add a pop of pattern or color to your layout, but don't require very much. You could dig through your scraps and just pull out a little piece of paper like this. So if you're wondering why I am using the same sketch all month, first of all, love the sketch. I love that there's a circle on it. Second of all, I'm busy. I'm super busy, and we're all busy, right? But I would say probably I'm busier than I've ever been in my life this December. So sketches are an easy way to simplify everything. And yes, you could do a different sketch for each layout, and that would definitely simplify everything. But I have found over the last year that if I use the same sketch for multiple layouts in the month, I get so used to that sketch that I just can crank out layouts. And that was exactly my goal. This layout took me less than a half hour to knock out because I knew exactly what I needed to line things up. I needed a big piece, I needed a circle, etc. So it's just been a great way to really maximize my scrapbooking time. I want that creative time, but I don't have hours to dedicate to it right now. So this allows for me to have that relaxing downtime, but also not to feel like I'm wasting time. And it's not necessarily wasting time, but I know I can give up an hour. I can't give up 2 hours. And so if I went into it thinking, oh, I have to come up with something, it's going to take me hours, that for me would feel like I'm wasting time, and then it would be harder to get started. So all that said, you can see how quickly it came together. I'm using various embellishments. I did pull the Believe title from my stash. It's a Simple Stories title because there just wasn't one that worked for me from the page kit. So I pulled that out and I thought that was a cute one. And then you can see I'm just adding different little pieces, basically random Christmas icons that work. No real rhyme or reason or explanation behind them, except for they came in the page kit and they fit in that spot and they looked eye-pleasing in that spot. So we rolled with it. You can see I've also got these cute little wood-lined enamel dots that came in the page kit as well that I'm using. So the DoubleShot Kit is a 2-page kit. It comes in addition to the Flavors of the Month kit, which is a 4-page kit and allows you to receive even more new product each month. So be sure to check that out. And that is it for today. So thank you so much for joining me, and we will catch you again next time.